ahead and go in the room.
Mine should be up. I'm checking.
Yours is
It's up.
Hmm.
Yours is not.
Huh?
start. Mine's up.
Say it again.
Should be good now.
Shalom.
You recording too?
Yeah, I got it.
Check your feed. Testing. Shalom.
On the
Shalom.
screen shoot.
Shalom. Check quick your feed. I use probably my feed. Alright, come out here.
They both up.
Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and full of the gospel. This is the Great Millstone Branch, Gary, Indiana, coming to you with another live show, a Wednesday night live show. All right, prophesying the downfall of America and biblical prophecy. All right, tonight we're gonna go into the affliction, man. You know, you're not alone in your affliction. You know, the Lord gives you certain trials to overcome, and then He gives other men the same trials to overcome, but you can compensate for one another. You know, it's one. I heard this from a marriage coach before, but the same thing applies even with the Akim. It says just like how protons and neutrons they attract each other because protons have positive ions that compensate for the negative ions and not neutrons, I'm sorry, whatever they attract to. But positive makes up for the negative and negative makes up for the positive. Like in a marriage, everything that the father has, the wife lacks. Everything that the wife has, the father necessarily doesn't lack, but it helps him. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing can be, the same analogy can be used for the brotherhood. We compensate for one another, you know? But open up what you got, bro. 2 Corinthians 12.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, starting in verse 5. It says, of such in one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for though I would desire to glory, I should not be a fool.
You at 4?
I'm at 6 now.
6, okay. So.
I'm at 6 now. It says, for I will say the truth, but now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be.
That's beautiful. Because even when Paul said that, he was saying basically, don't hold me to this unmeasurable standard.
Right.
Don't look at me as if I'm God on earth, like I'm still a man in the flesh the same as you. Alright? I'm still fighting the good fight of faith the same as you.
Yeah. You know, we're reading back in the first chapter, I believe in that 2 Corinthians, he said, one say I am of Paul, and another say I am of Apollos.
Yep.
And he said, no, you are supposed to be of the Lord's. We're just the messengers, basically. It says Apollo watered and Paul planted, but it's the Lord that gave the increase. So go ahead. So people was actually back then looking at him like, no, I'm standing with Paul. No, you're supposed to be standing with Yahweh should be on the shot.
That's right.
You know?
And that's beautiful you say that, because it's a scripture when the disciples was talking to Yahushua. He was like, man, they go out healing and speaking upon your name, you know, because they didn't come directly unto Yahushua. The disciples did. But they was healing. And they was creating miracles and prophesying in the name of Yahushua. And Yahushua said, what? Let them alone.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up.
What you got? Y'all saw?
Constance, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 6. For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool. For I will say the truth.
You
But
want
now,
to talk about your achievements, but you don't want to boast. Because the scripture says, "Let another man esteem thee." To what? To practice humility. You know. Of course, you want to say, "Man, we all got testimonies within ourselves," but you don't want to make it seem like you're uplifting yourself. Go ahead.
so, but now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me. And and lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations.
Yeah, if I may, because Paul is putting himself in your shoes. You see what I'm saying? He's making himself relatable in a sense. You know, seeing that, you know, he's going through the same thing you going through, man. The same thing our Lord going through, man. You know, I got a definition, if I may. This is infirmity.
Yeah.
In the etymon, it says disease, sickness, the lack of capability, weakness, man. Illness, sickness. Well, Yahweh Shai said, man, he said he came not for the whole, but for the sick, man. You see, so not, you know, by leading, you know, you get in a relationship, everybody like to lead what they do the best, so the best of themselves.
I'm a great listener.
Yeah,
I'm
listening.
great.
Yeah, but a genuine person will what? Lead with their infirmities. You see what I'm saying? Lead with their sickness. What Yahweh Shai said, man, hey, I came for the sick, man.
That's right.
You know, and by leading with that, it's showing that, you know, hey, we need Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
The more we walk in this thing, the more we understand and know, man, hey, Yahweh Shai is needed in this walk.
Yep.
It's like,
That's exactly what it's talking about. Yahweh Shai is needed in the walk, but that's the exact reason why the Lord gave him that thorn in the side. Go ahead.
because that's it.
That's exactly why he gave it to him. He was like, man, I know the future. If I don't give him this thorn in the side, he will get high-minded. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Verse 7, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
See, he says the abundance of the revelations. So he was the man. It was somewhat comparable to Apostle Hart. You know? But go ahead.
The messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure.
Kind of say, well, buffet is like strike, pain, or
to strike.
to hit.
Yep.
You know? Whatever.
For this thing I besought the Lord thrice.
So Satan hit us. So we may not have thorns in the side. Some brothers do.
We do, yeah.
Some brothers do got thorns in the side. I'm talking about literally. Like me personally, I never had a bodily ailment that stuck with me. But some brothers actually do got bodily ailments. They go to the doctor. Doctor say, I don't know what it is. But they still feel this fucking pain that they just can't get rid of. Sometimes it's a sciatic nerve, like even when you go into the anatomy of it. But sometimes it could be hell. It could be your wife, it could be your kids. You know, I know for me, it's my kid. I can't. And she's stuck in my side. You know what I'm saying? It's me personally. But everybody got their own hell. But we can all help each other through it. You about to say something?
If I may, I had looked up pretty much that thorn in your side and see what else we were going to. And it says thorn in your side could refer to an ongoing struggle or affliction. It says a difficult person or reoccurring opposition. A test that develops patience, humility, and faith. It says a circumstance that reminds you to rely on your Yahweh's strength rather than your own.
And all them things, I think the last one was the nail in the head. The circumstance that reminds you to rely on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and not your own self. That's what the purpose, that's what Satan's job is for. That's why Satan is created. Satan is created to buffet the elect.
That's why we're in these bodies. We all got flaws. You know?
Because we in the flesh.
2 Corinthians 12 and 9. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me.
We're going through these struggles, man. Ultimately for improvement.
Yep.
You know, the Lord is improving us. All right, to be better creatures for Him. You know, being that new creation, man. And also, going through these struggles, man. This helps us to receive, our new spiritual bodies. All right, when the Lord comes back.
I thought I heard it
We're
ring.
getting
I don't know
practice
what the fuck I
for
put
the kingdom of heaven.
I thought I heard
I made. It's a beautiful story that we're going through. Because like the brother said before we got on camera, when you first come into this truth, you're zealous. You understand. You're starting to understand what's it called, the actual true doctrine of what was of the Lord. But when you start going through all these different circumstances, you start to understand the drastic measure of how much the Lord is actually needed. Because you start to see your own faults. You start to see the state of the world. You start to see the state of the flock.
Yeah.
You start to really understand, like, damn, we need the Lord more than ever. And as time is going on more and more, you start to see how much more sick you are, how much more sick the world is, and how much more we need the Lord to come back.
Like the stages of the truth. Like when you first come to the truth, you learning, you're reading, you're practicing his precepts, you're doing your videos. But then after, like Tazi, I said earlier, your first 5 years, after the 5-year mark is up, you've matured to a 5-year-old. Now you can talk and walk on your own. So now it's time to put what you learned to the test. You know, so now it's going to get a little harder because you, after everything you was doing in your 5 years, well, you had leisure. Now all of a sudden your leisure is gone. You know, now you got to put everything you learned to the test, and the Lord is just preparing us for the days to come because we're going to have to put everything that we learned to the test. You know, because there's going to be temptation to come upon all the world, right? So we got to put exactly what we've learned, man, to the test.
And if I'm being as mighty, you said when you was first coming to the truth, you had more leisure, but you also had more of the Lord winking at your mistakes.
Yeah.
But when you get older, those certain mistakes that you used to make, the Lord's no longer going to wink at. You're going to start to have to learn that certain mistakes come with severe consequences,
Yep.
which is going to make you lock in more and being circumspect and what's it called, walking in this truth.
That's right. You finished what you got, y'all saw?
One more verse.
Got it.
2 Corinthians 12 and verse 10. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Hamashiach's sake.
This shows you how much we fell off even 2,000 years ago as being men. He said they took pleasure in it. We fight to take pleasure in it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put up a fight to just praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua for the affliction that we catch. Back in the day, back in those days, they rejoiced for getting beat. We ain't getting beat with whips, you know what I'm saying? But this is a little side note that I always think about. I'm like, damn, man, men back then, in the ancient world. Go ahead.
Dedicated to the cause.
Dedicated to the cause, literally dying for the order. You know.
However, I will say this: Yahweh Shai did say there be men here whose faith is greater than those that's here. And what he was talking about us now in these days, because they actually witnessed Yahweh Shai performing miracles. They knew exactly who they were serving. You know, we know exactly who we're serving too. Not to say we don't.
Yeah, what you saying? We ain't got to see it.
But we didn't get a chance to see him feed the multitudes, and walk on water, and, you know what I'm saying? Just healing people as he walked through, you know.
Yeah, we was prophesied about.
So, but we believe though. We believe,
without
and he rose up from the dead.
Bodily eyes. No, we haven't seen him with bodily eyes.
Boy, like what you're saying, we were prophesied about because it said, "I shall give my inheritance to people that have not seen my
Yet
way,
believe.
but yet believe." Even more back then, because they seen the miracles and didn't believe. We believe the miracles and never seen it. So you're absolutely right. So like everything the Lord is duality. It's always a balance. You can never have the heads without the tails. You know. Finish what you got, y'all. Stop so we get this precepts.
To finish it off, it says, For when I am weak, then am I made strong.
And that's the point. When I am weak, then I am made strong. Because at the end of the fight, that's when your true character comes out. When you just give up throwing the towel because you're tired, or when you actually fight to your last breath. You know, and you only can come to that conclusion when you actually make it to the last round. You know, like I'll give the analogy of working out. Your growth truly begins when you reach failure. If you're working out, you ain't getting to failure, then your workout is in vain. You ego lifting at that point.
If I may, because you never know, you know, what you got until you put in that, you know, situation, until you put under that resistance. You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna come out of you, man. You know, but the Lord like to put us right there in the fire, man. You know, to show us, okay, now let me see what you made of.
Let me see what you made.
It's like a father would throw his son out there, you know, to fight.
Or his son to fall. See, and women look at this as cruelty. Oh, you so cruel. Like my child, she failed. And it's like, ooh, I'm like, all right, get up. Get up.
Yeah.
It's like, you ain't gonna help her? Oh my God, what kind of dad are you? I said, this ain't your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't your kid.
Yeah, because
it's my kid.
You are helping.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can help somebody by not,
By not helping.
or no, or that's too, but not being a crutch.
By not being a crutch.
Absolutely, being a crutch. You know, because it, just like a cocoon, you know, what's that? A butterfly comes out of a
Butterfly,
cocoon.
moth, yeah.
You know, some people will go in the cocoon and try to work the cocoon. No, they need that struggle to get out of that cocoon.
So you breaking the cocoon over for them. They ain't got the strength.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they did studies on that to where those who do that, then that cocoon who breaks out of that, I mean,
That
it's
receive
like-
the help.
yeah, that receive that help, they don't have a long lasting life.
Yeah, because they ain't got the necessary muscles.
You see?
Yeah, because we're, exercising our minds.
That's it.
Because, the spirit is limitless,
Yeah.
Hey, but, our bodies have limits to it.
Absolutely.
We never know, what our limits may be if we never push ourselves to that limit.
Exactly.
But, you can overcome that limit, when you serve the Lord, man.
That's it.
That's it.
And you know what you're capable of, and you know what you've gotten past, and what things are behind you now.
Yep.
If you trust in the Lord, man, you can do all things.
That's it.
It's 132.
That's it, man. Word is written. Taj, you had a precept. You had,
Like you said.
let them alone, for they do the will of the Lord.
Yeah, and also the brother just made a beautiful.
It's crazy when you talking about limits, because we was just talking about Sokka Gohan, and then in the realm of Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyans. That's why brothers believe the Saiyans are Israelites, because the closer they were to near death, when they recovered, they became twice as strong in power level. That's why when Gohan was revived on planet Namek, he said, Vegeta said, he has the blood of a Saiyan, all right. That's no denying that. Because he was twice as strong. He was like, even Frieza was like, this child has this power? But Gohan been battle tested since he was 5, time and time again. This nigga was baptized in warfare without even trying.
But he had to believe, though. And
Yeah.
that was Gohan's problem. He
Yeah.
didn't have faith. This is Matthew chapter 17. And I'm going to start at 19. Then came the disciples to Yahushua. And then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, why could we not cast him out? And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief.
Yeah.
For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a mustard seed, so like as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. How?
Because those mountains are symbolic to your struggles, the obstacles and things that you're going through in life.
That's it.
That's beautiful.
Like I said, those things are can be pushed behind you now. And now you're taking on a bigger challenge.
Yep. Now,
No, you gotta go.
well, and now climbing up the hill
You
or
jogging
going
up.
down the hill don't make no sense now. Now we looking at some spiritual vibes, totally moving it out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means your mind is just switched, man, from the physical world to the spiritual world.
That's it.
And that's the unlimited power that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Can I?
Absolutely.
That's that faith.
God.
Because if he said if you have faith of a grain of a mustard seed,
Yeah.
you can tell this mountain to move. So what the Lord is saying is, man, as long as you believe, you can overcome anything. Hey, as the scripture says, man, we are more than conquerors, bro. You know? Exactly. So that's the thing, man. So whatever's in our way, brothers be fighting some real fights out here, man. We go through some real things that you wouldn't even imagine. But whatever it is, if you got the faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, it's gonna move.
That's right.
It's gonna move, man. And the Lord is gonna uplift you, man. You're gonna be a testimony for those that might going through the same thing you're going through.
Because the struggles that we're going through, man, is just for a short season.
That's it.
Eventually, it's not gonna bother you anymore.
That's it.
Cause you believe, and that's why I was saying to you earlier, Shamari, like you just said, because of the faith that the Lord gave us, man. All right, that's how we able to overcome these things. It says,
For his mouth has spoken. Go ahead.
kind, brother. Verse 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Because Yahweh Shai, he's Yahweh Shai. So yeah, he gonna say something happened and it's gonna happen. Alright? But for us, we gotta pray and fast sometimes for things to happen. You know, because why? Fasting is also a way of showing you believe. When you fasting, you showing the Lord like, look, I'm giving a day away from my own personal pleasures in the flesh.
Yeah.
Lord, to cleanse myself, to hope, to pray that you will do this for me.
Yes, a sacrifice.
Exactly.
That's the modern sacrifice. Afflicting your soul instead of killing a lamb.
Yeah.
Now you're afflicting yourself.
You,
Now you're the living
you
sacrifice.
Yeah.
and the Lord see that, and yeah, okay, you believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because in this world we live in, life is instant gratification.
Yeah, man, it's a spirit. We did lesson of that this morning.
Yeah.
Everybody want it right now.
Right now, man.
You know how like so many people are in these churches right now, but they don't have true faith.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because of the word says to do certain things,
Mhm.
but they don't want to do it.
They going through they going through the motions because they taught that's the spirit. We was just talking about the.
Well, they can't go
That's a
through the
spirit.
motions because they never even were introduced to it.
Well, what I'm saying, they go through the motions of what they've been taught
Oh,
to,
yeah.
so they don't know. They don't know the
They
truth.
don't
So
know,
the motions
yeah.
that they going through is false teachers.
Yeah.
But they just routinely. They don't
Routinely,
say, oh,
yeah.
we gotta go to church. Oh, we gotta do this.
It's Sunday,
But
you gotta go to church.
never thought on like, man, am I believing right? It's not like with us. When we first heard this, it was like, damn, what's the Lord's name? You know, we heard the apostles teaching. We was like glued in, like, what's the Lord's name? And then when he got the Lord's name, then we would inquire about this, inquire about that. Church don't do that. They just go through the motions of what they was raised up to do.
They don't question nothing.
They don't question nothing.
They don't question shit.
So, and then Lord's like, hey, look, man. He said, hey, charge me to my word. If I said it, charge it back to me. But they don't
They don't do that.
They don't do that.
Well, Pastor, what this mean? They don't
They don't say none of that shit. They
Well,
just,
'cause the fear of me, that's talking about the precepts of men. So they fear that pastor, or they fear the
I
Lord.
think you brought that up. Well, yeah, you did read that. Preach us to smooth things.
Prophesy unto us
Lies,
deceits.
not deceits.
They don't even have enough faith to change their wardrobe. You know, women still want to wear pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, guys still want to wear shorts and certain things,
Skirts.
skirts.
Hey, but going to the point of believing the Lord, man, this is Mark 9:37. It says, it's a lot, man. Whosoever shall receive one such children in my name receiveth me. But whosoever shall receive me receiveth not. That's a lot. Whosoever shall receive me receiveth not me, but him that sent me.
That's it.
And John answering him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and he followeth not us. And we forbade him.
That's the one you want, yeah.
And we forbade him because he followeth not us. So they ran down on him. They was G-checking him. Like, boy, you ain't with us.
Yeah.
I said, how you casting out devils in the name of Yahweh Shai? He right here. You ain't out here with us. But this is what Yahweh Shai said.
Yeah.
But Yahweh Shai said, forbade him not. But there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can lightly speak evil of me.
That's it.
So that basically, even though they wasn't with Yahweh Shai directly, they believed so much in Yahweh Shai that their faith was able to remove the demons out of the people.
Yep, they probably,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
I won't even say they probably. They believe.
Yeah, I believe.
Good.
They heard, and they just believe.
That's it.
If I may, that goes back into the what's it called? The general, who he said, Lord heal. And he said,
The
I'll come with you.
Italian
Yeah.
They leader the Italian band.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
say, I'm a man of authority.
He
The
said,
centurion.
I tell people to
Centurion,
do things
yeah.
and they follow me.
Mhm.
Right? So just say it. I'm going to believe that you've done it.
I believe you've done it. Yeah, I'll send a man to go to prove it. Yeah, because I'm a man of authority. I say go, and the man go.
That's it.
I got
So he
some.
didn't have to see it for his own self. He was like, I believe.
You
And
ready?
he said, what did Howard Shai say? Greater faith has he not
I
seen.
see. Yeah.
Oh,
You through, Taja?
Just a little bit
Yes,
more.
ma'am.
It says, verse 40, for he that is not against us is on our part. And that's why the apostles, the elders, just tell you, like, hey, yeah, it's elected these different camps. You know, there's some different men out here that believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Alright, but it's going to come to a point where faith is going to have to bring all of us together at one. Well, will we be the men? You know, the Lord's going to have to bring all the elect together at one, because you're going to have to overcome what it is that you see in your flesh
Yeah.
and yourself. Your self-doubts, you know, the things that you dealing with in your own fight.
Yeah.
You're going to have to overcome yourself, man.
Hey, and the prophecies, because we gonna be in it.
Yeah.
You can't deny the MOTB once they implement it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can.
Once
you
they-
can line,
you know what I'm
line
saying?
yourself in the line right across the
Absolutely,
street,
you know?
Getting it.
See,
You know that. No, that ain't no.
Yeah, you know, the church bunch of goddamn, follow suit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's like,
It's like, thus saith the Lord. He said,
Yeah.
I will, that was kept the word of my patience. I shall also keep you from the hour of temptation. So basically, the Lord will give the men, those elect, his spirit. But you got men across the seas, Philippines,
Right.
all of these different
Oh,
countries.
yeah.
They might not have access to Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They might have access to tablets or camera. Remember, they're poor. Them third world countries be poor as fuck. But they probably can watch. Because they got like internet cafes.
Yeah.
And internet cafes, you can use their devices.
Yeah. And even when they've seen it, they watched and seen it, and they might have believed from that, man. And
I'll see
I actually remember when me and my son, Jabari, when we didn't have internet, we was living with my brother. We was limited to watching videos. You know, we would
Yeah, it's
see
on
the
the
apostles.
broadband.
You know what I'm saying? We had bought a broadband.
Yeah,
Sometimes
broadband,
it
you
picked
limited.
up, sometimes it didn't. But sometimes it was just us going off faith, just read. You couldn't see the videos. You know, like it's just your faith.
It's just a faith, and it's the Lord. Because what the scripture says, it was a fear of the Lord is created with the faithful in the world.
Yeah.
So it's really according to Yahweh Shem Shai. He's the one that quickeneth and maketh alive.
Well,
It's him. He's the one that chooses, man. It's not of us. It's just a gift that was given unto us, and we gotta nourish it. You know, because we were given much. We're given tablets and Wi-Fi and all of these devices. But like not to get off topic.
Yeah.
You had more to that thought?
No, sir.
Go ahead, Papa.
all right. This is
Still got that rich ruler?
This is Psalms 119. This is David, King David. He said, forever, O Lord, your word is settled in the heaven. All right, and the word is established in heaven. But like I said, the Lord is what we're establishing the kingdom. So we have to transfer that word be established in us. Verse 9. Not for 119 and 89. That was 89. This is 90. This is 90. He said, your faithfulness endured to all generations, to establish the earth, and it abide. Verse 91. They continue this day according to your ordinances. And he talking about that everything, because everything is Lord's servant. Well, that's going to get into it. He said, for all are your servants. Unless your law had been by delight, I would then have not perished. I would have perished in my affliction. That's a problem. So David believed, I would never forget your precepts.
Yeah, because if I made the Lord said he was gonna, save us from the sure mercies of David.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, cause see, we got stuff like that to go on. What David went through, what Moses went through.
Yep.
Not only what the former apostles went through, our brothers here now.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
We see certain brothers go through, man, brother, got fired, brother, parents died, whatever it be. We got examples to live by, man. And the Lord, he strengthens us up through all of them,
And
man.
if I may, and when you see them brothers, overcoming them things,
It strengthens you.
you be like, damn,
Yeah, man.
that brother just literally, man. It's been brothers in this thing, man, that literally lost their moms,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
and them brothers will still be in the gym,
Yeah.
on the battlefield,
Yeah.
still staying focused, man. Still, sticking it through. And you like, damn.
Yeah.
And the Lord is showing you this because he's showing you in areas where you can grow in too. Like you said, it's strengthening us, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna read this over, man. This powerful, bro. Verse 93, 119 and 93. He said, I would never forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. Man. Bro, so I mean, bro, you know, and that's just like I said, because we get strength, man, off each other. Man, we be a cap, and the spirit to jump on this brother, the brother hit it, and jump on another brother, and man, bro, that's just, man, it's just beautiful how this thing works, man. You know, like the spirit, it was the spirit that had that dude to stop for me today, bro. I looked, I said, I don't know this, you know him? He just stopped me, he said, yeah, you need some help? I was like, yeah, I'm out of gas, man. Say, I had a pocket full of money and shit, just didn't pay attention. I thought I could make it to, thought I could make it to the crib and shit, because I only go to certain gas stations and shit. They, you know, they saying they got these certain stations, got this E15 shit they mix with the gas, so I try to be routinely going to the same station and shit. But yeah, it was the spirit that had that dude to help me, man. I had called my pops, and the Lord knew my pops was busy doing it, because he was like, oh man, he wasn't really tripping, but I was like, I don't run out of gas, man. I had the money, it's just slipped my mind. I was just busy all morning. And the dude helped me, and it all went smooth and shit. And then I look back and shit, I told you, I see the fucking signs and shit. You know, Christian shit. I was like, damn, nigga, I gotta say, I look at
They be putting them up around the different places.
yeah, the little bit, it's little bit of shit. I was like, what? But hey, like through us, we got the Christian. You know, the Christians like everywhere. They out here like doing this, but they got it from us. You know what I'm saying? You see them out here now, but that came from the men of the Lord. You know?
That be Jake, them avid Christians.
Yeah,
They be
yeah.
Jake, the ones that really believe.
You know, it was funny, the brother Yawasop had a similar testimony. He was like, maybe, when was that, bro? Like 3 years ago?
Mhm.
We got out of camp, and we were on the way down Colfax, and I think something happened with the brother's car. I was with them, and we had to get pushed or something. Remember?
Oh yeah, it kind of.
The dude just got out help
Something happened. Dude pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
His name was David.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
His name was David. Helped the brother with his car. I think we tried to get in contact with him, like maybe
Yeah, and the phone just went straight to like
voicemail.
Voicemail?
Or like,
That's great.
Yeah, like it's not a service.
unplugged, or-
Yeah, cause I threw him some money. I gave about 7 or 8. I said, he got money. I said, so
Yeah, we even-
changed. Yeah, that's all the change. Like, you know, that got me. But he was like,
It was the same
and
way.
Yeah, he was cool though. He had a funnel. Everything just went smooth. That's why when it's a spirit, you know it's a spirit, man. Cause it's no variance in it. Ain't no hiccups and nothing. It just goes smooth, bro. I jumped in the car and he pulled off and hit the car, hit the switch a couple of times and then he kind of slowed up. Like, damn, is it gonna start? Next time I started up, pulled right off.
That's what's up. Cause these are the things that's gonna be happening to us in that day, man.
Exactly.
These are those stories that we're gonna be relying on.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come right at the brink.
Yeah.
Right at the brink of when you ready to like, damn man, is the Lord with me?
Yeah, man.
You know, then I'm like, Lord, I'm like, right there.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
damn.
Yeah.
You know? I'm gonna be honest, like I don't wanna say we not even gonna doubt, but I'm being realistic. Lord, in the hour of temptation, the Lord was like, damn, Lord, are you with me?
Yeah.
You know?
And
But
brothers,
right
watch out.
when the Lord was
Yeah.
right when he
Just with it,
the Lord answered.
Yeah, bro.
Because we're in
Hey,
the
yeah,
flesh.
yeah. And
We
plus,
in the flesh.
hey man, watch out families, bro. 'Cause your family's gonna be they gonna be looking at you like damn, you know, 'cause they know, man. Even my bro. We get so much work, man. I got 2 houses from this lady I bought my van from. She owned 2 cribs and shit. I ain't never seen this much water in the basement, man. Bro, she said, yeah, the roof, it needs a roof. She said, you ain't seen nothing. She said, come here. And I went and took a picture, bro, looked in the basement, the fucking basement, full of water, bro.
5 feet,
Up
4
to,
feet.
bro, like 5 feet of water, bro. I was like, is that water? And I was,
Sewage?
yeah. No, it's rainwater. No, the
Oh.
roof is gone.
I'm
But
about
it's just
to
been
say,
raining
oh,
and it's
hell
just
no.
collecting. I said, yeah, the drain clogged up. She said,
That shit is
you gotta pump it.
insane.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I can pump that shit out. I got fucking.
You know how many years that has been raining?
Yeah, you know what the house is? It's right across the
But
street
it
from
just flooded though. It was
right.
just,
No, that shit been collected for, bro. The whole bro. That's basically 4 or 5 feet. It's all the way up to the top, bro. I mean, I walked in the window, it was like, I said, is that water?
But that's the spirit.
It ain't got nowhere to go out.
That's like the spirit of 2/3. They be so negligent. that they let it just build up.
Yeah, build up.
And then by the time they want to make a change or do something about it, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
That's the day of Jacob's trouble, bro. That's the
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah, man. So like I said, I get jobs, man. I be throwing my pops work and shit, man. And sometimes he just like look at me like, fuck you be getting? I was like, oh, I know what it is. He just like, how the fuck he be getting it? I went to Miss Karen today. They put in they took a what you call it? No, the thing, shit.
Tank.
Not sump pump.
Septic tank.
Septic. Yeah, they was out. All white dudes. I come back. They was like, they always stopped me. They was like, you a plumber? I was like, yeah, man. I was just coming because I was worried about she said we put the trash pump in there, and she got to put a clean out. So I was like, if I have to ride it out, he said, yeah, man. He said the trash pump right here, clean out. He said we putting the clean out in for. I said, oh shit, yeah, y'all just cost me some money. They all laughed and shit. Because, it was like $3,000 for the clean out of there. They was like, it's oh shit, man. And I said, no, I'm just fucking with y'all, man. I'm just playing. But they was cool. And I called her back and shit. And she was like, oh, sir, thank you. Because, it's all through the spirit, bro. It's just like, man, the customers and shit that I be having, they be so fucking thankful, bro, for the littlest shit. But the Edomites, man, it was like, shit. They had the backhoe back there digging this shit out. And I said, okay, I already got it done. He said, yeah, we're going to put it right here, blah, blah. I said, man, the spirit just be dealing with us, bro. Basically, that's what I'm basically getting at. Because wherever we go, man, people just be like, in awe and shit.
Yeah. If I'm a tie to this and what we're talking about, bro, just like the Lord, when we were at our weakest point, that's how, like how you saying the blessing come for you right when you need it the most. The Lord be wanting to see what we gonna do. Yeah. I mean, let me take this from you. Let me see what we're gonna do with this. Let me see what. And when you get low, what do you revert to? You keep on doing your bullshit, or you gonna come back to me?
Yeah, because what if I was like General Yohana, one of them niggas, or I'm like, the fuck you want, Esau? Man, I don't fucking need your help. What the fuck? Because you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do as an angel with that, but he was real cool, bro. He was just like genuinely just helping me. He's like, yeah. I saw you stay around here. I said, no, I live in Crown Point, but I got friends there.
Why would you block your blessing? Because he's a heathen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my blood. I was like, bro.
All through the scriptures, Jacob dealt with heathens.
Yeah.
Bro, Moses was the second in command.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck we gonna cuss out all heathens?
And we spoiled Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoiled.
They gave us gifts and told us to go.
Yeah.
Joseph. Daniel was second in command of the whole kingdom. Yeah. Bro, we deal with heathens. The heathens are just they are slaves.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But like you said, in the times to come, that's gonna be another thing. Jay gotta be wise in order to survive. Esau might be the one giving you some food in that day. And it's gonna be lawful food.
Or 2/3. But you cannot let your current situation cloud your judgment.
Yeah.
You can't allow that to happen. But like we were speaking about earlier, we are made perfect in our infirmities.
I ain't
gonna lie, I don't even think 2/3 again for the help us because they're 2/3.
Wait, you don't know that.
Yeah, because
the Lord cold.
Hey, one of us probably lost his family and everything, and know he finna go, and just like, hey, here's my keys in my house. I'm not gonna make it. You don't know.
Might just
bro,
give it
you
to
don't
him.
know.
You
don't know. He might be on his last legs. He lost everything and give you the keys to his whole shit.
If I may, real quick, you know what, bro? Similar testimony to them too. I was pushing my car up Marquette Boulevard, that street that leads to the beach. I was coming back towards the gas station, and it was like I'm pushing it uphill, and I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker here. I'm by myself. This nigga walking past, I'm like, he come walking to it. I'm like, oh God, Lord, shot let the nigga be on bullshit. he take his backpack off and help me. Bro, pull the gun out and shit, put it in the backpack, throw the backpack on top of the car, and push with me. I said, bro, we waiting for the gas station. I said, I ain't got no money. I got food stamps though. You want some water? You want some Arizona? You want some juice? You get whatever the fuck you want out of there. Cause I doubted him on my mind.
Yeah.
I doubted him.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this fucking nigga.
Yeah. See,
but I felt bad because I'm like, damn,
I ain't gonna lie.
The
Lord might just because he helped you, bro.
Hopefully.
Hey, this what you gotta.
Hopefully.
Man, I got a prayer if I may.
Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 11, verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for,
Mm-hmm.
the evidence of things not seen.
Mhm.
So, hey, the things that we're believing that's gonna happen, it's not happening just yet. But we understand that this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The Lord said it.
Uh-huh.
He said in the book of Isaiah 65, he said, my servant shall eat,
Yep, that's right.
my servant shall drink,
My word shall come to pass.
my servant shall rejoice. Hey, we looking forward to that. Like the elder was saying earlier, holding the Yahweh Shai to their word.
That's it.
Because when we going through this, hey, Lord, you said, and the Lord is going to answer.
Yep. Because at the same time, we hold ourselves to Yahweh Shem Yahshua's word. So when you do that, you can collect. It's like putting up a savings account.
Yeah, yeah.
We're putting up treasures in heaven, right? So we doing the things that the Lord wants us to do for our benefit, not because like what one doctor said. He said it ain't like the gods of that one movie Immortals.
Yeah.
And Zeus start losing power when they stop praying to him. The Lord don't lose no power because we don't pray. It's for our benefit. That's why I said all that. What did he say?
Yeah.
He said
Yeah. Like we the Lord's strength.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, the Lord don't lose no power because we ain't praying to him. No, man, we're doing this for our benefit. So wouldn't it only be right that we do what the Lord wants us to do, right? And then when we need his help, we cash in. How do we cash in? Put up anointed prayer, fasting, praying, asking the Lord, supplications. Which you got, bro?
If I may.
Hold on, brother. Let the brother finish this. Yeah, hold that finish.
This is verse 2. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Verse 3. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Yeah, we seen it.
They believe that, wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we believe in the creations, the origins of how the Lord created the earth, man. All right, we believe that Yahweh sent down the gods, the angels, Elohim, the water, bro, and we came from this earth, and we was the ones that probably created it. According to the scriptures.
According to the scriptures.
Faith.
Through faith.
Just being trapped in these chains of darkness.
Their punishment.
Right, into a time, man. Then what? Then we believe that what? Yahweh Shai is gonna present the new bodies, gonna break them out of the chains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lord gonna put you into new bodies, man, and you gonna have the recollection of all things. Of all things, bro. Being one of many of his brethren, bro. We believe this, bro, that those that die for the Lord, the slain that died for the Lord, is gonna be risen up. And the first ones, bro. Hey, that's what's gonna give you the faith to maintain, man. Because man, if I die for the Lord, I'm gonna be on the chariot.
Yep.
Automatically, man.
And I got to see my brothers.
Yeah.
And so you ain't gonna be worried about death. You ain't gonna be worried about a sword. You like, all right, Esau, kill me then. Barbecue shot. You gonna be begging them.
Yeah.
Barbecue shot. Get it over with. You know what I'm saying? But hey, your turn is coming.
Yeah, like the seven sons.
Yeah.
Like there be something laid up for me, but woe unto you
Mm-hmm.
who have no God.
They, bro.
But no, Yahshua about to say over.
Nah, go ahead.
What you about to say? Yahshua? What?
No, I'm gonna say the back of the brother's point because you're gonna be in the midst of prophecy, and like you're gonna have that faith, and in them times, the Lord's gonna put a different spirit on you in the first, you know what I'm saying, to begin with, to endure. And like He had told us, even those that may be, basically rounded up and taken in by Esau, either, it said that He was gonna give us the words to speak in those times. So even that, and even in that, just because you see it written on paper doesn't mean that you necessarily believe right away. It's the Lord giving you that faith, because anybody could read the Bible, but do they actually believe that these things are coming to pass? That's the difference.
If you don't believe, then these words mean nothing to you.
Yeah, we don't need no whole collection of data to believe in the Lord.
Yeah.
We just believe.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question real quick, man, because Yahweh Shah purposed us, bro. This is Exodus 9 and
Can you
16.
finish this real quick, bro?
Kind of, go ahead. Yeah.
It's just gonna go into all those who have faith.
Yeah. Let me finish that out, because after that, I want to still harp on it. The Lord buffeted us for our benefit.
John.
The Lord sent us persecution for our benefit. And I want to get that peace. What's that, 420?
I'm gonna skip down to a point for you. I got you, bro. This is Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Is he a man that he's not a man that he should lie? He's going to be a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So we in the flesh, sometimes you fall short. But it's imperative that you get back up.
Yeah.
You get back up by any means necessary, man. By any means necessary, you get back up. You know? But he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. Diligently seeking him is doing things that he wants you to do. You know, it says it all through the words. He wants you to be around like-minded people, be of one mind, one accord. You know, he wants you to fight your battles, believe in him, practice, preach, read. You know, all of these things is believing in Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's such a broad plethora. You know,
But it's
all of these things make what?
It's what you said. I got you. Verse 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed.
The example there, Abraham, he obeyed, you know.
And he went out not knowing whether he went.
Mm-hmm.
By faith.
He had faith, but what?
By faith, he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him for the same promise.
Yep.
So he didn't know where he was going, man. He didn't know what Yahweh Shem Yahweh required of him, man. But he had faith. And because he walked in that faith, man, he obtained the promise, the blessing. You know, the elect came from his loins, man. All right? And you better believe, man, the father Abraham today is an Israelite.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Oh, yeah, probably. He a prophet. Yeah, not only is an Israelite, but he's also one numbered amongst the elect.
Under the order of Melchizedek.
Yep, because everyone who prophesies is a prophet. Abraham prophesied.
Got it.
That was it? All right, go ahead.
No, come on. You want to get here?
No, you can first.
Okay, it's Exodus 9 and 16. He said, but indeed, for this purpose,
Indeed.
I have raised you up, that I may show my power in you, and that my name may be declared in all the earth. It's just a line back off what the brother said, you know, because the Lord purposed us for this thing, man. You know?
So his name can be declared, man.
What did you read just now?
Actually, 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, what purpose is
9, 16.
Hey, he did, man.
Yeah.
He did. He lifted up Egypt to allow them to be this great nation.
A superpower.
Yeah, they were.
Because to be honest, Egypt was greater than America. Egypt was greater. Everybody came to see Egypt.
They had to.
Look at the pyramids.
It was the port, the Red Sea.
The Red Sea, the Nile, and they had the pyramids. You know,
Food.
they had the food. It was a superpower. Everybody gloried. Just how you got tourists coming to America want to glory to see the Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty. They want to see the pyramids. Because did you ever see the it was an AI generated or inspired what the pyramids looked like in its height, like because it was it had limestone. It had you remember what I'm talking about? It had limestone outer layer, so it glistened in the sun. It had the gold top, the gold point at the top. So it's probably mesmerizing. It was probably like, damn. It's still mesmerizing. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
To this day, you go to the pyramids of Giza, everybody like, damn.
What do they call it? One of the 9 wonders?
Yeah, one of the 9 wonders of the world. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon is one of the 9 wonders.
So much so that they can't duplicate it.
Well, look what the Lord did.
They got all the technology in the world.
They can't duplicate it.
Can't make it again.
They can't even explain how they did it.
Hey, but Israel made the
Yeah, that's what I said, Jack, bro. I was listening to this chick
Jake is the
today.
former of all things.
Bro, this chick asked Chad Brock, one of them. She said, why black people so significant? Why they oppressed?
And we're
Something
at the bottom
like
of the
that.
totem pole.
And
We're
Brock
so
was like,
significant, we're at the bottom of the totem
bro,
pole.
Brock said, he said because it is white people. It's something that they. Bro, I can't really put it in words, bro. She said, I think I kept the video, but she was like, Brock was like, it's something. It's the society of them that racism can't kill, you know, and that's inferior to another nation, knowing that they can't. You know, it really is just us being Israelites.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, they can't. You know, it's just something about it.
So
It's prophecy.
You know, it's prophecy. Yeah, it's prophecy.
It's,
Yeah.
even 2/3 is committing prophecy right now.
Yeah.
2/3. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. We just watched Michael.
What? Yeah.
All of that, bro,
Yeah,
is prophecy. How
yeah.
great we are.
Yeah, bro.
Even
Yeah.
2/3 of their wickedness is still committing prophecy.
And it's so crazy because bro, it's 1,000 Michaels. It's 1,000. We used to say this back in the day, bro. It's 1,000 Michael Jordans. They just select pick. I know a dude. I was locked up with a dude. Man, this bro. I used to consider myself a baller. This nigga can ball, bro.
Yeah, I met a couple.
Whatever this nigga put up, bro, he was hit. He just. I was like, God damn, this boy was bad.
We was in high school hooping with what's IUM considered? D1, D2? D2.
IUN in school?
IUN in school.
Yeah.
We was in IUN hooping with the college team. Yeah, I knew a nigga named JR. This nigga putting up buckets over these niggas. He was a grown ass man. We like 16.
Yeah.
But he was that swift. He was just swift. He wasn't big. He was just swift with that motherfucking ball. But I'm like, this nigga can make it. I said, this nigga can go to the league with the proper training. We never been coached.
Yeah.
We just learned street knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this nigga had talent.
Like Derrick Rose.
But I know y'all shall been testing this back in the day when we used to go to remember the public basketball courts before the shooting.
When it was
packed. Dudes, they'd be packed and them dudes be playing like, hey, bro, there'd be a few bets going on, but they played the game like they was serious.
Like above the rim.
Play, man. Yeah, like above the rim. We used to have that all in the clock area, man. I remember in Terrytown, they had spray painted the court, all stars, man. That shit was tight, man. It wasn't enough. This was before the shootouts and all that, man. That shit killed everything.
Laying bias.
Yeah. I know you remember Tolliver. Tolliver used to, man. On the week, Tolliver was packed. All them courts. It would be. The parking lot was packed full of people. This on the weekend. Wasn't even no school going, but it'd be hundreds of people out there hooping.
The Israelites, man.
Yeah.
The Israelites. But
What?
can I have something?
I thought you were.
Anybody have something? I wanted to get that youngest ruler. Because I wanted to harp on a point in that youngest ruler story because it's easy to serve the Lord when you got it. The Lord want to see what you're gonna do when you don't. Let me see. Like, that's what the whole trials is for. That's why the Lord has trials. And every man stood so stiffly. Every man that stood stiffly for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he wants you to do the same thing. Because we are the same men coming back. Not every man's story is written about. But every man goes through the same affliction. Because we're all one body. When you got a fever, it ain't one part of the body that ain't
The whole body. Yep.
the whole body fucking ache. But you still got responsibilities to do. Well, you still gotta get the fuck up and bathe because you're sweaty as hell and you stink. Your ass itch.
We sick, boss.
Yeah.
The whole body sick.
I hate moving when I got a fever.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
But you still gotta get up and take a shower. Cause your
Yeah.
ass itch. You
Right.
stink.
But I remember whatever that was. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to say it was the seat, but whatever it was when it happened, I came here. I remember I was sick as shit, bro. I was sick. I went to that Walgreens by your crib to get some Thoroughful, but I don't know. I just can't decide it. But man, I hated that feeling. I hate the feeling to be sick. Period. I hate that, man. That dizziness, just you can't move. Bro, that's the worst
Lethargic.
feeling in the world, bro.
You're hot and you're cold.
You're hot and cold. You don't know if you want to be. Man, that's just a horrible feeling, man. Sickness is just, bro.
And we sick.
And we, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I mean, I
Matthew 19:16, it says, and behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good things shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He said unto him, which Yahweh said, thou shalt do. Yeah. My bad.
Thou shalt steal,
Yeah, just
not commit adultery, honor thy father and mother.
He said, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said to him, all these things, all these things have I kept from my
This is
youth.
when it gets important. All these things have I done since my youth. So he knew the law. He knew he was an Israelite. He knew the law. He knew how to keep it. But this is the law within the law. Go ahead.
He says, I kept from my youth up.
So you got the law, statutes, and commandments. But then you have laws within the law, man. You got the way the Lord walked. The way he wants you to walk. Go ahead.
What lack I yet?
If I may,
Absolutely.
it always it goes back to what we went into earlier. When
Mhm.
Paul he boasts in his infirmities
Mhm.
and not leading with what he actually was doing, man, according to the law.
Mhm.
And that's what he was doing, which means he wasn't really in the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or following Yahweh Shai. He really didn't have the faith, man.
Mhm.
You know, that's what it's gonna have to be, man. It's gonna be that faith.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, if he had been humble,
Yeah.
I don't know what he would have said. But the Lord knew who that man was before he met him. He knew who he was. That's why he said what he said. Go ahead.
Yahusha said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast.
So you already got it halfway. You already halfway there. So I mean, you already halfway there. You got a lot more than what other people don't. Go ahead. Since you got so much, since you got it all, since you got your
Right.
degree, you know everything. Go ahead.
Since you damn near perfect.
You damn near perfect. If thou shalt be perfect,
If
if
thou
you
shalt
want to
be
be perfect, do this.
Yeah, because that's the spirit that the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees was coming in.
Exactly.
You know, they was leading with what they were doing, you know, and thinking that the law, you know, would justify them in a sense.
Exactly.
Right,
Or
bro.
make them perfect, you know.
That's beautiful, bro. Y'all watch that series, Chosen?
Oh, you're chosen.
Bro, that shit.
I wanna do a lesson on that, bro.
That shit lit, bro.
What show is it on?
That's just, it's on Peacock.
Peacock.
It's actually,
You got
it's
paper?
actually,
new, ain't
You
it?
got paper Peacock?
I think Peacock free. I don't know.
Some of it.
I don't know. No, I think,
I'll give you an app. You got
but,
you got an iPhone.
me and him was watching,
I'll
what
give
made
you
me
a
watch
website. I'll
it,
give you a website to stream it on.
what made me watch it, I was watching on Humbug, and the dude, they was having a peaceful gathering. And he said, yeah, it's just a peaceful gathering.
I'll live for work
The
watching
dude
that,
walked
bro.
in and he said, that's what the Maccabees said. You know what I'm saying? Well, oh shit, bro, it just got me to watching it. But actually, man, bro, it's actually good, bro.
They said at the table.
It showed them Pharisees and scribes.
Oh yeah.
It showed how they
shit.
really, bro.
They was clean.
Here. Come on, man.
They was
The
clean.
garments in it,
motherfucker.
bro. They hit that shit on point.
But they was sitting at the table, and he said, "A good Lord," and Zechariah, it said that all nations will come and follow our laws
Yeah.
and eat with us. I had to stop. I said, I had the answer to this. I know they should put this on TV. I said, I know they finna put slavery on TV now. I know they finna do that, but
They alluded, but
keep going what you got, Why?
It says, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast,
Mhm.
and give to the poor.
Yeah.
And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Hey, how should thou have treasure in heaven? Because you're giving alms deeds. You're paying alms. What's Tobit say? It says, alms doth deliver from death, and saveth such in a time of affliction. You know? So all of these things you're doing, you giving all of your possessions to the poor, and you following Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know? But he couldn't do that. What did he do? Go ahead.
It says 22.
Thou shalt have treasure in heaven, man. Not on earth. Go ahead.
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
Because he was rich. The motherfucker was rich. And not only was he rich, he had sentimental attachment to something that is temporal. And that is something that you ought not to do with worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to be ready to let go of everything at a drop of a hat, man. Because the only thing that matters is you and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the knowledge that you learn cannot be taken away from you. Only these only physical things can be taken away from you. You know, even your life cannot be taken. If you just sleep, you know, the Lord owns your life. Your soul is just gonna transfer from a body to Him. You know, one body to another, one body to a spiritual body. But the Lord wanted to see what you're gonna do in when you're uncomfortable. You know, that's why I wanted to get that particular story. But is there more? Like for a second, he went away sorrowful.
It says, I'll read 23. Matter of fact, yeah, 24. It says, then say Yahushua to his disciples, verily I say to you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven.
You know, so you have brothers that's so-called rich in the truth, man. But they don't look at it like it's something. They don't have any sentimental attachment to it. Go ahead.
It says, and again I say to you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
That's right.
Keep going to, let's keep reading it down about this one.
It says, when his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved?
Who then can be saved? Go ahead.
Because he,
Go ahead.
because he said, because he broke it down to him, hardly these men could enter into the kingdom of heaven. So they were astonished at it, like, okay, like, damn. Like,
we ain't even rich.
Yeah, like,
how we gonna get in?
Yeah, like, then who? You know, they were curious.
It says, but Yahushua.
At the same time, you have to remember these are babes.
Mm-hmm.
They had not yet the spirit on them. Okay? They had the spirit on, but it just wasn't fully cultivated. There you go.
He said, but Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahweh all things are possible.
That's right, man. So when you man, bro, when you at your lowest, that's when the Lord is really looking at what you about to do. Just like when you're working out, just like when you with a woman, anybody got a wife or a woman, it's always what creates that bond that she ain't gonna go nowhere is when y'all friction. Y'all going through problems, y'all going through traverse adversity. When y'all make it out of that, then she like, damn, this nigga really in my corner. Or then you like, man, this woman really in my corner, but nah, man, we ain't no sentimental attachment to this bitch. But at the same time, she in my corner. I'm gonna use it for what I can. Right?
If I may, it says, be not quick to credit a man. And it also says that a friend is tried in adversity.
Friend is tried in adversity.
So the Lord is trying us and proving us to be a friend.
Exactly.
Like even with the young ruler, he was able to do these things because he was in a good state. But he didn't understand that he had to forsake himself and really show that he was a friend or was a follower of Mashiach. See, he was more in love with his relationship with the world than he was with the Lord.
Exactly.
Right? So, and that's why the Lord puts us in these lower states to see, are you still going to have that same zeal for me while you was also at that higher state?
Yeah, those possessions that he obtained, you know, he wasn't ready to really let them go. You know, that's it, man.
I'm ready to let them go, man.
Yeah.
And we be in the same state because your possessions could be anything that you're not ready to let go. But the Lord gonna prove it. The Lord, King David said, "Try my reins, O Lord, try my thoughts, and see if there's any wicked way in me." How you gonna try? By putting them through adversity.
Yep.
So the Lord will do the same exact thing with us. But in the elect's sake, for the elect, they're gonna come out better. You know. But that's all I had. Let y'all put some fly. Whatever hold them. Let them get it, and then y'all brothers and hold them.
This is the book of Sirach, book of Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. So the Lord warns us that these things are going to come to pass when you come to serve the Lord, because it says what? When you pretty much leave away from the congregation of the dead, you make yourself a prey.
Make yourself a prey. Make yourself a prey because you preyed upon by who?
Yeah.
Satan.
He that wanted by the way of understanding should remain
In the congregation of the dead. You know, because when you come from the Lord sicks Satan on you like a dog or a lion. Scripture say lion. Satan roams about a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. So you need armor. You need to fight. You need strength in numbers. You know. Now every man walk their own walk, but there is strength in numbers. You know, and then we also need weaponry. What's our weapons? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. But mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. So we gotta be built up. You know. Go ahead.
It says verse 2. set thy heart aright and constantly endure, make not haste in the time of trouble.
Making a haste in the time of trouble is a very, very underlooked. And you say it, but when you, like I always say, like when you erratic, man, it's hard. It's easy. Remember we was at the steel mill, and I was fixing my flat tire. We was in a white truck. He said my granddaddy always said something. Haste make waste. And I had fixed the tire and I did something and I fucked up the air pump. Now it was stranded. I had to take the whole tire off and roll that bitch down to the fucking shop, put air in it, roll it right back. When if I would have waited, could have just aired the fucking tire up. So when you in it, it's hard to remember that or to do it. But when but mistakes, help you grow. It sharpens you, man. But without Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we would have been done. We would have been done away with a long time ago because of our mistakes, man. But call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic when tribulation comes.
Start calling the Lord.
Yeah,
that's a great exercise. Calling the Lord.
It's gonna come.
My transmission fucked up. I don't make it home. So give me a way to skip out of this fucking traffic. They're doing construction on Lincoln. They're doing construction on Central and Ripley. They're doing construction on fucking on 12 and 20. I couldn't escape the fucking construction, but I took the back way and I was fine. I even ran into a lady. I parked at the gas station, walked to the grocery store because I needed to get out to get some food. Me and the lady walked to the same grocery store. Yeah. She said, "You just got out your car and walked to the grocery store?" I said, "Yeah, my transmission messing up and I can't weave through all this traffic. So it's quick for me to go on foot." I got out here, we walking through fucking traffic. And she was like, "Well, I hope you make it." We walked in together, we walked out together. Black woman. Talking about her too. I was like, "Man, this fucking nigga bitch." Talked to her, but she opened her mouth. She was like, "Oh, you guys are walking across the street?" I'm like, she sounded like Edomite. I was like, shit, she might not be from here. Like, shit, she don't sound like she's from Italy or Gary. She don't sound ghetto or ratchet. She sound like she's actually conservative. But, you about to say something? Somebody said something. You about to say something?
It's beautiful that you said, hearkening to the make not haste in time of trouble, because the Lord is teaching us through these times now, because it's not as, I want to say, detrimental, right? You can recover from these type of mistakes. But when that time of tribulation truly comes, those things might be detrimental to the point you might lose somebody else's life, you might lose your own life. So it's more important to understand that don't make haste in these type of things, because things are only going to get worse.
That's right. So
you have to keep your wits, and like you said, pray unto the Lord. Sometimes you got to sit back and just be patient.
Be careful. Be careful for nothing. Everything is well doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything is in the Lord's hands.
Everything. All things, man. We just gotta pray that we get favor, but we seek life. You said earlier, elder says, he that findeth me findeth life and obtain favor of the Lord. So we want to live, no matter what it takes. Yeah, more?
Yep. Verse 3 says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully."
Yeah, because about me, when you're in those situations, man, you try to hurry up and try to get out of those situations. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord like, hey, just be patient, don't panic. Don't let your anxiety really get to you. You know? Like, just cleave onto the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord will guide you out of the situation, man.
What did he tell Peter? He said, peace be still.
Yeah.
Tell the storm, peace be still.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because those storms is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come. They here, actually.
Yeah. They just ain't testified yet.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? Hey, when Peter was on them, on that boat, when he walked down, and what happened was Yahweh Shai, he stopped the wind.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we gotta have Yahweh Shai, man, to be in our corner, man, to be able to, dumb down that wind, man.
Yeah. Peter looked around and seen all that, man.
Yeah.
Lost focus.
Absolutely.
He said, "Why is that out? Like, you should have kept your eyes on me."
But that had to happen.
It had to happen.
Say,
Right.
Give a little favor, yeah.
It says, verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Right? So we're being tried, man. We're being refined because you have to understand we've been in this world generation after generation, and for so long we've only known wickedness. Right? So the Lord has to knock off all those different things that we've learned, all those different habits that we've built, all of those different characteristics that He sees that we don't need to be having. Right? And He has to put us at a lower state in order to show us the importance of Him and the importance of His laws. Right? So when you're going through these different things, you shouldn't be upset, but you should take this as a learning opportunity to see where you can improve. It says, believe in Him and He will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in Him. And that's the most important thing, man. We got to trust in the Lord. No matter what situation you go through, no matter what things come upon you, yeah, it may be shit at the moment, but you have to trust in the Lord and understand that the Lord didn't bring you, what's it called, into this situation to hinder you, but to build you up.
Yeah, through experience. You know, like AI said, you know what I'm saying? It said it would rather come back as being a black person, man, because we go through those struggles and things like that, man. But it's only to sharpen us. You know, if Esau was going through all this, man, he would have killed himself, man. He's weaker than us, you know, in every way, especially mentally.
Yeah, I just seen I read a little story about that guy in Detroit or Michigan. He offed himself, the dog, about 4 or 5 of his kids, his wife.
About last week.
I
think it was last week, but beginning, I think it was last week.
Push my foot, it's been a while. You did.
Not Chris Benoit. He did almost the same thing he was doing. But this just happened. I just read this, today.
For those of us that are in the know, that are in the truth, you know, like it says, the word says, wisdom strengtheneth a man more than 10 mighty men in the city.
Yeah.
You know, so we're you know, mentally stronger than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So that's why we carry the weight of this whole world upon our shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, just like our Lord Yahweh Shai did. And He overcame the world, and he's teaching us and showing us, you know, he walked that path so that we can walk that same path and overcome the world like He did.
That's it.
Heavy as a crown, right?
Heavy
We all fighting for a what? We all fighting for a crown that no man can take.
Absolutely, yeah, because he's a champion. When you go into the definition of champion, it goes into one who fights for another. You know what I'm saying? And now he trailed the blades. I got that from the brother Todd a long time ago.
Blaze the trail.
Yeah, he blazed the trail and he showed us how to do it and overcome the flesh.
Got a precept real quick. Would you still read? Who's reading?
No, that's it.
Proverbs 24 and 5. I first started 4. Proverbs 24 and 3. Though wisdom is an house, it says, through wisdom is an house built, and by understanding it is established. As the brother said, remember Quibby quoted Jeremiah 28. I'll never forget that chapter. That's one of my favorite chapters in Job. It said Jeremiah 28. Job 28. Job 28 in the last verse says, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So it says what? Through wisdom, the fear of the Lord, is a house built. And by understanding it is established, because what? For me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. There's not gonna be no evil in here. And if there is evil, I'll put it out. Whether it be wife, son, daughter, dog, you know, y'all gotta go.
Established goes into stable.
To stable. Stability at times. It says, and by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches.
Chambers are rooms.
Chambers are rooms.
The rooms of your mind.
Yep.
You know? The Lord will fill you, what he say, come in and make thy abode with thee. You know? Out of that belly should flow rivers of water, man.
Yeah.
Wisdom will be flowing. You know what I mean?
Thou believest on me as the scriptures have said.
Absolutely.
So you think you serve the Lord, but do you serve the Lord as the scriptures have said? And like how you said earlier, man, men gonna draw it out. You think you serve the Lord, but then you gotta go around wise men. They're gonna draw it out. They're gonna be like, all right, no, you doing this, you know, or you doing that, or whatever. As verse 5 it says, a wise man is strong. Back on what Kana said. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increase of strength. So you can bodily exercise does profit. You can lift 1,000 pounds. You can be big as fucking Fletcher. But if you ain't got no wisdom, then you lift in vain. You know, because a wise man is strong, and a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thine war. Who we at war against? Satan, principalities. You know, he's constantly on the prowl to overthrow our judgment, overthrow our walk, overthrow us to the verge. What they say, inward agitation to the verge of overthrow one's faith. Man. You know, he's there to agitate us. Jumping down to verse 10.
Yeah, but man,
Go ahead.
to add on what you're saying, you know, your biggest enemy is yourself.
Because your soul, which was the mind and sense, the seat of your emotions. I remember Gabar told me this a long time ago. You know you got a demon on you? When stuff happen and you overly emotional about it. Why am I getting worked up about this? You got a demon on me. Let me fast. You got a demon on me. Your girl do something, you're overly emotional about it. Fast. Because your soul is the seat of your emotions, man. You know, we're not emotional men. We usually now addressing something is addressing something. We can talk about anything.
Yeah.
But when you get emotional about it, hey man, I gotta chill. I gotta reflect. I gotta people say what? Examine thyself without being. I gotta examine this.
Yeah. You're going to the gifts. And none of we're gonna say be angry but sin not. So you gotta really, even when you get angry, you still gotta control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just blow up and go out. That's the world do that shit.
And that's how you know you got a demon on you.
Mhm.
Like your boss is like, bro, when you act out of character and you doing all this shit, you got a demon on you. Yes, that's up to us to recognize when we got a demon on us, man. But it says,
Because it says wherefore envy and strife.
Yeah.
con. Oh, it said by pride cometh strife. There should be no strife amongst brothers, man. We could talk about differences all day, and there should never be no strife. I see where you coming from. You see where I'm coming from. I disagree. Oh, okay, I disagree too.
The scriptures that is reason what.
There's reason. There's no reason we can't be civil. Like Leonidas ate that apple. But this is the point. It says, verse 10, Proverbs 24:10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. That's it. That's it. It's period, point blank to the point. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You know what I'm saying? But we don't, the elect not gonna faint. We're gonna call upon Yahweh Shem El Shai. He gonna make intercession for us, man. He gonna send a brother. He gonna give us a way of escape, like his word said. Anybody have anything else?
You had the 1 Peter 4:12.
Got it, brother. Oh, yeah. I called it, dude.
Yeah.
The water. That's the sign above my head. The brother gave it to me the night I went to jail.
1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials, which is to try you,
Just to try you.
as though some strange thing happened unto you.
So you can't look at it like it's bizarre, man. Whether you did something to be put in a situation or not. Sometimes you suffer and you ain't do shit. Sometimes you suffer and you did do shit. But always having in your mind, hey man, I'm suffering because the Lord want me to go through this. Don't nothing happen in this earth without the Lord sanctioning it.
Who has perished being innocent?
It says, shall not a sparrow fall to the ground without my sanction. So the Lord like, do you know who I am? What's my name? Like, don't nothing happen without my sanction. I'm a great king. Earth is my footstool. Like, you must have forgotten who I am.
And if you're going through it, take it cheerfully.
Because he the one that got you going through it.
It ain't gonna break you if you're a man of the Lord. It's meant to help you. Whatever it is, and you gotta believe that. Whatever it is I'm going through, this is because the Lord loves me.
Yep.
Even when it's hard times.
Believe it. Like Naruto, bro. Naruto believe, bro. He might have had no abilities. But this one, hey, what the prophet said when he beat ninja? He said he never stopped believing in himself. That nigga was getting beat to a fucking pulp. He said he never stopped believing in himself and he always planned his next move. I don't give a fuck how bad you get beat. That nigga never stopped. And that's what people really look at like, damn, this nigga getting beat. He's getting his ass handed to him. But he kept getting up. That nigga said, he said, unlike me, you're not a failure, so I know you can make it. And I want to fight. But man, bro, I digress. You got more coming up?
Yeah, because, you know, the Lord is putting you through this, man, because right now, you know, you're you're battling demons, all right, so you can escape the judgment that's coming to this wicked world.
And demons within yourself.
That's it.
Not even in nobody else. Demons within you. It's just the demons that's on other people who are trying to activate the demon that you fighting within yourself. That's why the scripture says, man, say not that it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Del Shaddai tempt. You know, the Lord don't tempt you. You do that shit, man. Whatever you got within you, that the Lord is trying to purge out of you, that's you. You know?
Verse 13 it says, "But rejoice in so much as ye are partakers of Mashiach's sufferings."
Rejoice. And I know it's hard to do that in the moment, man. You know, we all speak from experience. It's hard to rejoice when you fucked up, bro. But we gotta go to the Comforter. When you read scripture like that, when you're going through it, it's easy. It makes it a little bit easier to rejoice. Why do you have Hashem Shah for what you got me going through? Love Baruch Shah. Keep me, O Lord. Don't forsake me. Take not the Holy Spirit from me. You know.
Yeah, you gotta find something comical about your sufferings, you know, and laugh at that shit, you know what I'm saying? For real. Especially
You know something
hindsight,
funny?
you know.
Your own personal demons and this world is trying to keep you away from the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
All right, so that's why, you know, if you wasn't battling, man, you'd be guaranteed to be destroyed, man.
Exactly. Because whom have not the Lord loved, that he have not chastened.
Exactly. Every son he received, but and you a son. Right? You ain't God. Yeah, but I'm his son. But it's funny as you said that because laughing and crying is like
One of the same.
one and the same.
Yeah, you joker.
Relief.
It's relief, but actually, when you actually cry,
Joker had that shit.
it's actually similar. Like being nervous and excited.
It's cleansing for the soul.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cleansing
for the soul.
Absolutely.
Even physically laughing and crying is like it feels similar. You know, like being excited versus being nervous. When you're nervous, it's very similar to being excited for something.
Yeah, you're releasing endorphins into your brain.
Exactly.
That's been pent up, you know, for so long. And there's a better way to deal with it than just fucking lashing out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know when I need to cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I feel like crying. But sometimes when I'm sober, I'll just be thugging that shit up. I'm like, I'm gonna give it some good.
May the Lord chastises his sons. You know, he punishes, you know, the Lord punishes his sons, man.
Who you love for their betterment,
Yeah.
for your betterment.
If you wasn't receiving all that, that would mean the Lord don't love you.
Absolutely.
If you want to be tried in your flesh,
If he didn't love you, then you would perish.
and this the thing, we actually fear the Lord. And we take a great shame in ourselves if we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Or we fail the test that was put in front of us, man. It's a great shame in us. And that's, you know, the Lord want to see that too. You want to see, you know, how remorseful you are.
Yeah.
How shameful was you when you did things. You know, because that's another form of showing the Lord, you know, a sincere heart. You know, that's another way of showing your sincerity, man.
Absolutely.
Because when the kingdom of heaven is established, you know, people are going to see, you know, the struggles that you went through to overcome.
Everybody's gonna see.
It says that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Mashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of.
And before you go on, man, all of the things you went through, all of the hurt and the pain, it's gonna be worth it when you get delivered, bro. It's gonna be easy to rejoice then because you're gonna be delivered. You're gonna be delivered and you're not gonna perish. Marcus Aurelius, I already got this quote from the Merc, man. Jeremiah, he posted Marcus Aurelius, either you have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Choose your pain wisely because you're gonna feel one or the other.
And they both hurt.
And they both hurt.
But one of them you actually appreciate.
Once you actually appreciate it, and one you have regrets.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I should have. Then I'm
Should've,
glad.
should've been hurtful.
You had the plane of discipline, man, I'm glad I did that. Then you had the plane of regret, like, fuck, I should have. You know. But you don't want to be that I shoulda, because you're gonna be burning.
It says,
Saying I shoulda. Go ahead.
so like, but it says, but on your part, he is glorified. You know, hey, because hey, you stood up for the Lord, man.
That's it.
You know, it says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glory the Most High on this behalf.
God. Yep. No, you got that. That was it. Yeah, man. Let them glory the Most High on his behalf. That's us bearing our cross. It's a worthy thing, man. It's worthy. It's a rite of passage. Everybody got to go through it, and you're never gonna stop going through it.
Right.
You know, you have time. You have healing times, Lord. You got times when you up. I ain't gonna. Everybody experiences. You got times when you up. You got times when you down.
Yep.
You know.
Brother Osh say ride the wave.
You gotta ride the wave.
Hey, like we say, there ain't no losers here, man. There ain't no losers on this side.
That's mighty, bro. I like that. Ain't no losers on this side. We all fighting for the same cause.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that, bro. There's a YouTuber I used to watch back in the day. He was in the shoes and shit. Basically, it was among the same sentiment. Said something like, yeah. He's like, we don't take no L's, just delayed W's.
Hey,
Yep.
you never stop clapping. It's just the time in between each clap. It just takes longer.
Just delayed.
It's just
Still a W.
Still a dub.
Hey, man, things may be looking down, but, you know, if you have a faith in the Lord to fight, hey, man, hey, the Lord is going to give you the victory.
That's it, man. Keep your chin up. That's it. Hey, with that, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the knowledge we have about your name, Shah. And all giving all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who well. Peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And with the truth in your heart. Keep the sincerity in your hearts and love the gospel. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
God ball, baby.
Keep up there 2026, man.
Soon, baby.